From Boston Logan Airport, and boy do we have a story for you. Spirit Airlines, this is how they treat their customers. Today we have been bumped multiple times, we've been lied to, we have been misinformed, we've been withheld information over and over and over again. One of the things specifically I asked them was, do they have a crew that will be on the plane that we can get home tonight? They assured me that they did, and that they would not time out, which is a technical term apparently that says they've worked too long, but they knew it. And hey, here's how they view their customers. Yeah, we'll put you on cots. We're not going to give you a hotel room. We're going to bump the flight till tomorrow, and forget it. We don't provide a blanket for folks. Don't provide a pillow. Don't provide water. Nothing. No big deal. You guys can handle it. Ask if the supervisors had the authority to bring us some water or pillows or blankets. Employees said, yeah, they do, but they don't care. So they were told that by their bosses that they weren't supposed to do that. So, hey, we're just going to keep broadcasting live here. We'll give you some information, and let's go look at some other folks that are camping out. Some of them are enjoying themselves, partying. It's good. They're back there having a good time, and things are good. Some of them are trying to catch some sleep. Here's some other ones. Families camping out over here, and there you go. Hey, good job, Spirit Airlines. These guys are going to have some great shut-eye tonight. So I'll have to be quiet. So we keep having interruptions from construction crews, whistles blowing, people running through here. No big deal. So, hey, we'll maybe continue broadcasting live from here, let you know. No compensation, no hotels, no refunds, no nothing. Minor apologies. I mean, we're sorry. Most of those apologies have actually come. Oh, here's a construction crew coming through right here. Yay! That's what these people need to hear, is construction crews. Anyway, what was I saying? They did offer apologies. A few of the crew, not the crew, a few of the employees, the entry-level employees, said they were very, very, very sorry about the situation, the way that was handled. And we will specifically say that Gail, if you're tuning in live, the supervisor, you screwed up really bad. I asked you a number of specific questions. I gave you the opportunity to respond. Sorry you didn't do that. So won't say the last name. I think that would probably be not appropriate. So in any event, you know who you are. But yeah, you could have probably called your supervisor and, gotten somebody to make some real good calls, but nobody did. So let's invite a few people. Yeah, let's send an invite. Invite. I don't know how Facebook Live works. This is the first time I've done this, so down them, get them, Paul. There's Steven. Yeah, get them, Paul. Okay. Hey, Steven. A few other people tuning in. In any event, if you're tuning in, this is an example of Spirit Airlines at Boston Logan and how they treat their clients. So maybe we'll interview some of these folks, but I don't want to wake up too many people. If you just tuned in, these people got stranded. Spirit lied about a number of things. Yeah, broadcast that live. You did lie to me. I've got it logged, a couple things that you lied to me about, so I don't really appreciate that. If they won't do anything about it, at least we can get word out so that other people possibly don't get into the same situation and don't make bad choices about who they should fly with. And yeah, I keep hearing never flying again, et cetera, et cetera. So I actually had an employee earlier in the day. This was very interesting. I had an employee earlier in the day say, you'll fly Spirit Airlines once and never again. That was an employee that told me that. So this is Spirit Airlines for you, broadcasting from Logan Airport in Boston. Supposed to fly to Fort Lauderdale. Canceled, a number of delays, a number of outright misinformation, a number of withholding of information, a number of situations where they actually, to me personally, lied to my face. I told them I had to get back tomorrow. I have some serious issues that are going on at home. Please don't lie to me. Please don't tell me, are we going out? To be fair, for those of you tuning in. There were, I think, about 30 airline or air flights that were canceled today because of weather, and we appreciate that and respect that, and we wouldn't want them to fly out if it was not safe. But that was not the case with our airline. With our airline, they actually had airplanes that were flying at the time. They were not, Boston was not shut down. There was not, I wouldn't say there was not an air issue. What the main issue was, again, was that they had a crew who had flown enough hours in the day and they couldn't fly. And I directly asked them if their crew was going to time out, and they said no. And they lied to me. So that was the one lie that they told me. The other thing that was interesting was this flight was coming through Chicago earlier in the day, and Chicago got shut down. So they actually knew that that Chicago was going to be a touch point where they couldn't fly through, and they knew that this particular flight would be significantly delayed. And throughout the day on the board, that was not updated. I mean, not in any real-time shape or form, but waited for hours potentially to display delays. And because of that, we could have gotten a flight with another airline, certainly, earlier in the day. We checked; they were available. We asked them, should we book another flight because we have one of your competitors, American Airlines. They could have flown us to Fort Lauderdale. And so they told us, no, there won't be a problem. Yes, this plane is going to fly. It's not going to be an issue, even though we have had delays. It's in the air from Chicago, which it was in the air from Chicago, and it'll make it here. And I said, I understand that, but what I want to ask you is a specific question. Their airplane's going to make it here at 10 o'clock. I got it. Do you have the crew who's going to cover that airline? And I was told that the crew will be there, and that there was one crew member that was flying through. Well, what actually happened was, as we were sitting there, the crew, getting close to 11 o'clock, the crew stands up, looks at their watch and says, we're out of here. And they could have easily simply asked the crew if they were going to time out, or they could have probably looked on their computer and they would have said that they were timing out. For you tuning in, those of you tuning in, we're at Boston Logan Airport. I'm Paul. Hello. We are showing folks how Spirit Airlines treats their customers. These are folks that were stranded on a flight. They were stranded due to what Spirit claims is weather. I claim differently. And this is all they're willing to do. We'll give you a cot. We won't give you any water. We won't give you a blanket. We won't give you a pillow. If you ask for a pillow or water or a blanket, we're not going to give it to you. So that's okay. We'll just continue reporting. So there's a couple others that were stranded. So we have probably about 30 people, maybe. I think about 30 people that were stranded, and they continue to. Of course, we can't dim the lights for them because obviously that might be a safety hazard. I understand that, but you've got a few elderly people here. You've got one gentleman who asked me if I could please call one of the news stations and see if we could get the word out. I don't know about that. I did try reaching out to a few people, but I think it's too late at this point. So I'm going to tune out. I don't know if this video will be available later. I'll check back in. If you guys want to check in and you see me going live, then just tune in. If you guys can share this, if it's possible, again, I don't know how Facebook works, but that's okay. If you guys can share this with other people, I would love to post this on Spirit Airlines website. That would be fantastic. But in any event, this is a flight that was going from Boston Logan to Fort Lauderdale International, and got canceled. And so we're all here. Say a prayer. Let us know if, that you care about us. But anyway, maybe we'll see you one day soon. I'm sure we won't get totally stranded, but signing out.